What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness answering another question. Advice needed, please. 52 years old, in menopause, weight train 4 days a week, very active job, and cycle 1 or 2 days per week. Still constantly putting fat on around my tummy area. I have heard so much about high cortisol sabotaging any attempts at weight loss during menopause. Please, does anyone have any ways of how to lower cortisol? So many products popping up on my Facebook, or is it just all BS? Any help is appreciated. And then as an aside, as always, PS, eat pretty healthy, but not following macros. So I admittedly am not an expert in menopause. I am not a female. I do not have a vagina. So I have not dedicated a whole lot of time and effort and energy in educating myself on menopause and the hormones that are involved and exactly how it may or may not make weight loss more difficult. However, from my perspective, changes that happen in your body over time, we're all dealing with it. Men deal with changes as well. And it's just another variable that has to be not controlled, but responded to. So as the variables in your life change, you have to respond appropriately, whether that's increasing or decreasing the volume of work that you're doing in the gym, or increasing or decreasing the amount of calories that you're eating to gain or lose weight, or whatever it might be. Within this context, she's trying to lose body fat. So she's trying to lose body fat. She's in menopause, which may or may not make it more difficult to lose weight. All that would mean is that she would have to pay closer attention to her nutrition and maybe burn a little bit more calories in order to maintain her calorie deficit, in which case she would absolutely continue to lose body fat. So she, like most people, they're hyper-focused on the exercise that they're doing. She goes on and tells us she weight trains 4 days a week. She's got a busy job. She cycles 2 days a week, all these things, and then immediately starts to blame hormones, starts to blame cortisol, and asks about cortisol. And then the very last thing on her list is the thing that she should be number one focused on, which is her nutrition. Because, not to turn this into another rant, but how the fuck do you expect to lose body fat if you are not right on top of your nutrition? You're not following calories, you're not tracking your macros. Well, then how do you expect to lose weight? What do you think is going to happen? It's a guessing game, and you don't want it to be a guessing game. You want to know for an absolute fact. Like, I've been eating, I'm just throwing out numbers because I don't know this woman. I've been eating 1,600 calories freaking every single goddamn day with X amount of protein, X amount of carbs, X amount of fat, and I've been doing that for 2 weeks straight with no deviations from the plan, and my body weight has maintained. All right, so that's a good place to be, because you're going to treat yourself like a science experiment, right? You have to follow a certain protocol, see what happens, and then make adjustments as you go. But if you're not tracking, then why would this woman even consider that cortisol is an issue if she's not even tracking the most basic of basic things, which is the food that you're putting in your mouth? So don't go chasing red herrings and boogeymen. Focus on the basics always. Always go back to the basics first. And when you have your basics sorted out and you are confident that you are 100% on top of your basics, which is proper training, proper nutrition, and proper recovery, then and only then should you start worrying about, well, maybe it is cortisol, or maybe it is a deficiency here, or maybe it is this. But for this woman, focus on your nutrition. Get your nutrition sorted out first before you start worrying about whether it's like a hormonal issue or not. And that is my 2 cents. Guys, if you appreciate the content, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.